This is the 23rd video presentation for the Case Animal course. As you view this video, make notes of important information. What is a disease? Lesson 8.1, Popular Pathogens. You recently completed Lesson 7.2, Predicting Genetic Inheritance, where you learned the importance of genetic inheritance and the role of pedigrees in examining an animal's genetic history, including genetic disease and mutation. This video will introduce diseases caused by pathogens. Pathogens are organisms that can cause disease. You alluded to pathogen prevention when you discussed biosecurity. In this lesson, you will take a closer look at pathogens and the types of pathogen that cause concern. Diseases have many causes and come in many forms. Diseases are commonly classified into three categories: infectious, contagious, and non-infectious. Contagious diseases are infectious, but not all infectious diseases are contagious. Infectious diseases occur when microorganisms enter and attack the body. Infectious diseases are not always spread by animal contact. Some diseases are ingested from food and water, acquired through the air, or absorbed through skin and mucosal membranes. Incorrectly called mad cow disease, bovine spongiform encephalopathy, also known as BSE, is an example of an infectious disease. In cattle, it is most common caused by feeding meat and bone meal containing infected tissue. BSE causes degeneration of the brain and spinal cord. It has a 3 to 5 year incubation period and is typically only seen in older cattle. BSE is a transmissible spongiform encephalopathy, or TSE. Other TSEs include scabies in sheep and variant Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in humans. Cattle slaughtered under 36 months of age have not been infected with BSE historically. If an animal or human has a contagious disease, that means it's spread. For example, in humans, the common cold or flu is contagious and easily spread. In animals, many diseases are contagious and can be spread from animal to animal or from one herd of animals to another herd of animals. Foot and mouth disease, or FMD, is a highly contagious viral disease that affects cloven-hooved animals. Species that cannot be infected with the disease can spread FMD. The disease is identified by a high fever, blisters in the mouth, and on the feet and legs. FMD is not typically fatal, but recovery is a very slow process, and the disease is so contagious that destruction of infected animals is used to prevent the spread of this disease. Some diseases are caused by a genetic or nutritional problem. Genetic disorders are caused by mutations and may be passed on to offspring. Some mutations are beneficial, while others are harmful or even lethal. Nutritional disorders were discussed in Unit 5, Animal Nutrition, and are caused by improper feeding practices. Spider-Lamb syndrome is a genetic disorder. Scientists think Spider-Lamb syndrome is caused by a genetic mutation. It occurs infrequently, mostly in black-faced sheep. It is a recessive gene. The frequency has been increased in recent years, possibly due to intensive selection practices. Diseases can be spread through both direct contact and indirect contact. Direct contact may be animal-to-animal contact or person-to-person contact, such as shaking hands. Indirect contact occurs through vectors and fomites. Some diseases that can be carried by an organism without infecting that organism. The organism transmitting the disease is called a vector. Diseases can be spread through indirect contact. The object that transferred the contagion is called a fomite. Examples of some objects can be a fomite are door handles, desktops, feed and water troughs. These objects may be infected with saliva, tears, nasal discharge, urine, and feces. The ability of contagious diseases to spread without direct contact is one argument for frequent hand washing during cold and flu season. As a review, mark or highlight 3 key points in your notes that are important to remember from this presentation. List 2 ideas or concepts that relate to previous knowledge. List any questions you have about this topic. Discuss these questions with your instructor. Keep any notes you have from this presentation organized and available for use throughout the course. Through Activity 8.1.1, Who was infected first?, you will simulate the spread of a contagious disease and trace the route the disease takes through a population. This will help you understand how disease agents can be spread in a variety of ways, including vectors and fomites. Your instructor will share specific instructions for Activity 8.1.1, Who was infected first?